Cutcom, I decided I want to try this. I'm gonna try a bunch of new stuff I can do, but this is gonna be one of the first ones I'm gonna try. And I thought I would start it off with the old League of Legends. So what I thought I'd tell you guys what recently happened to me. I was in a minor work accident. Well, it's not work, but I was working intensively when it happened. We wanted to get a basin to work outside, and we have this old kitchen sink out at the back. So my parents like, oh, can you just go pick up the basin at the hardware store? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go do it. And they're like, oh yeah, take your friend's buggy. I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. It's not that. It should be okay. And I was like, okay, it's fine. We'll take the bucky. I don't know how big this thing will be, but they probably just don't want to get their car dirty. So nevertheless, we went, and as we got there, like, we stopped and I like checking on the invoice, and I'm like, the thing says cement basin. But first thing I thought, it was a little bowl. Only to realize it was this massive double bowl basin with weight close to 300 and maybe 400 kilograms. I'll probably put it in pounds in the video. As we get the bucky ready, they come and they bring a forklift. So now I'm getting scared, because this thing has to be picked up with a forklift, and we don't have a forklift at home. So we have no plan to pick this thing up at home. But as we start moving this thing, we realize there's no way to get it into the bucky, because the bucky has a canopy, a truck. Sorry, in the truck. And so we could put it on the on the back of the truck, but we couldn't get it in the truck. So we were resorted to push it in with the forklift. So the guy's like, nah, just push it with the forklift onto the truck. And we're like, no. We're gonna scratch the truck. We don't want to scratch the truck. It's not our truck. It's like, okay, we'll pick it up. So like this really underfed guy like decides, okay, he's gonna fucking pick it up. So as he starts picking it up, I'm like, okay, this guy's not gonna get it anywhere. So I'm in sandals, and I'm like, okay, I'll help the poor guy, because we can't sit here the whole day. So oh yeah. So we climb with sandals, trying to help this guy move this 400 kilogram basin on the back of this of the truck, and now we have to start trying to pick it up. So I put my left foot under the basin while we're picking it up to get more of like a advantage point on it, so that it's easier to pick up. And I can't remember who slipped. It might have been me. But as one guy's hand slipped, the other guy's hand slipped as well, and the thing fell on my foot. So as it falls on my foot, I pull my toe out, my left foot out, but I don't pull it out in time, and I scrape my second biggest toe, and I totally rip off the big nail on my big toe. So when it happened, I didn't realize what happened, and I panicked and started walking around the car, thinking, it's like, oh shit, what happened now? And then I finally look down and see it's just blood everywhere, and like the nail sitting on top of my toe. So I start panicking. I tell the guys, like, hey guys, we have to get this thing on now. Like, we can't stay too long. I have to get to like I need to get some help. This thing's gonna hurt like shit later. So on the way back, I swear like any sailor would wish you could swear. Everyone in the car think it's funny because I'm swearing the whole time because how sore it is. Like, I can't explain how sore it is to to injure your toe like that. Like if you tell someone it's like, hey, you broke a toe, you sound like a weenie. But like when you realize how sore it is to actually break a toe, you realize that it's probably more so than breaking most of your extremities. Like this is by far more painful than breaking an arm. So when we get home, everyone's like, yeah, like half of the people are like, yeah, we have to figure out how we're gonna move this basin. And I'm like just standing, it's like, guys, we have to get to a hospital or something. It's like, so my mom goes inside, she calls like a bunch of medical centers, finally gets a place where we can go. And we get there and everyone just looks at my foot because it's bleeding still and I still have the sandal. And so the whole sandal is like a blood of floor. And everyone keeps looking at my foot and it's like us, like giving my mom that look. It's like, what happened? Like, were you somehow involved in this? And damn. So mom feels bad because she's the one that sent me to go get this thing in hopes that I would bring her back a basin and in full health. And we're at the hospital, at the medical center and everything. Like, we go sit at the back, like wait like probably like what, like 10 minutes. Doctor gets there, like he's like looking at the nails, like it's like good thing the nails there. I'm like yeah, that's what I was hoping too. It's like, so the doctor tells us no, it's a good thing the nail's still there, and he explains to us that to make sure the toe grows back normally, we have to keep the nail on. So at this moment the nail is hanging outside the toe, and it's freaking the shit out of me because it's pretty disgusting. And then he goes and tells me, it's like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a bit of pain medication. I'm like, yeah, but we're gonna have to inject it into your toe. I'm like, fuck, that's not actually a lot better, you know. So the doctor goes on to and he tells us about how like the nail has to be protected, and if the nail doesn't get protected, I'm gonna get a misformed toe. And I'm like, nah, it's fine, yeah, put the fucking nail back. So he starts doing the injection. He's like, okay, this might hurt a bit. Like, he's like, okay, as you get more pain medication, it's gonna get better. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, awesome. So he gives like the 2 injections on like left side of my toe and the right side, like on your like last knuckle on your big toe. And it's like, okay, that was extremely sore. And he's like, don't worry, that's like the last one that's gonna be sore. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. So he goes on and he gives like the second injection in like 10 minutes, and it's like, yeah, that's a lot better. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is gonna be easy. No pain at all. He comes back on the 31 and he's like, do you feel anything? I'm like, no, I don't feel anything. And he's like, oh, okay. And he then goes and proceeds to take the needle and push it right behind my nail bedding and injects the pain medication straight into the bedding of my nail. And I start losing my shit about how sore this is. And my mom's screaming, it's like, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear. And I'm like, you have no idea how sore that is. And he then goes on and like in 3 minutes he comes back. It's like, how much can you feel? And like he likes tapping the toe and everything. And he's like, no. I'm like, I can't feel anything. It's like, okay, cool. It's like, I'm gonna put the nail back. Damn! So anyway, the doctor, he's like, okay, I'm gonna put the nail back. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'm ready. And like, I look up, I'm like, I'm not gonna look. I'm like thinking about life. I'm thinking about like education. I'm just like trying to think of anything except this nail. He's like, okay, we're done. And it's like he puts the nail back and you can barely see like the nail was damaged except for the large amount of bleeding. So yeah, the whole nail is loose. It's very uncomfortable, but yeah, at least my toe is never gonna get weird, you know. And yeah, it wasn't a fun experience. I still can't wear shoes yet, or let's say I haven't tried wearing shoes yet. But yeah, it wasn't fun. It was interesting, And yeah, it was actually it was fun because I didn't have to pick up dog shit for a whole week. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time.